Hello everybody and welcome to another unboxing. Yeah, been quite a while since the previous one. Like I said, I'm not consistently buying stuff more avidly this year. I got stuff to do. But I figured, let's spend some money, let's get some stuff. I got a coupon on Buy, so this one was actually bought on Buy and not Zen Market. And usually my experience with Buy, it's been alright, aside from, what happened, the whole customs import stuff that happened with Guts. But otherwise, it's just like, okay, it's just things that happen, and that naturally happen. So, yeah, I got these guys. We're about to open them. It's pretty self-explanatory what we got. We got Ultraman Blazar and Earth Garon Figuarts. We got a bundle for them. They're used, but seemingly, untacked. So it's just kind of like, who cares? The dealer said they were like new. It removes the hassle of removing all that plastic from them. Yeah, we might as well just start playing with them immediately, so see you in a bit when we open them up. And as mentioned, these guys have already been used, so we don't need to really get rid of those wrappers they come with. We're going to open them up in a bit, but as you can see, they come with their accessories, different hands from Garon. I think this is like a support handle or something like that. And different eye options if you want to display Garon in different eyes style as he had in the show. And of course, for Blazar, we got all the basic accessories of the Ultraman and his Chalcedonite sword, as well as an alternate color timer. So, let's open them up in a bit. And we begin our final verdict, alright? We've been posing these guys around, having fun with them, mostly just messing around. And I'm going to start off with Earth Garon, Earth Jobber, if you've watched the show. And, yeah, no, he's a pretty solid figure body-wise. Everything is good. The issues start going when you're around the head. The pieces that are per se, the swappable accessories, or just even some parts that are supposed to be mixed on, like this head piece that I'm touching right now, are easy to fall off. However, the upside is that you can easily snap them back on. They are not, molded in and then, they snap off and it's over, At least for my used release, this is the case. The mouth, you're supposed to open it from the top, not from the bottom. If you do that, you're going to also, again, snap the jaw, and you can place that once more. There's a gimmick in this toy which requires you to, replace the eyes of Earth Garon. Sorry, I messed up the framing there. And it comes with different eye accessories, as I showcased earlier. They're kind of not worth it. They're kind of They're really, unless you really specifically liked Earth Garon's different expressions throughout the show, of which he kind of displayed very few, if I recall correctly. I don't know, the show wasn't that memorable for me, so that's probably on me. But yeah, no, it's hard to remove it in the sense that, you pull it off, and then boom, the pieces fly away. And I actually had to start searching all around my room just to find them, because yeah, no, they flew off. They're really small. I think the similar design gimmick of how the Monster Arts Kiryu had them would be more preferable. But then again, I don't own this figure. This is the broke motherfucker's equivalent of it. Burning myself for explaining why I bought this figure. Especially if you saw the upgrade set for Earth Garon. You can practically turn him into his Super Mecha Godzilla Kiryu Battle Pack version. Which admittedly is a great design for this character. But overall, I've really started to appreciate this character's design as well. Seeing it much closer, besides just seeing it fight in the show. Otherwise, like I said, good figure. Now on the Blazar is our standard Ultraman. However, he is quite the improvement since Decker, because we're going to compare him to him right off the bat, because that's the previous show that had the toy line with, that had the previous Figuarts line. And Decker was a very basic release. It's what you'd expect from an average Ultraman, but it's really this guy, Trigger Dark, and the new orb we acquired just recently that just kind of switched things up for better. Like I said, that quality that you saw in the Kamen Rider Figuarts, you're starting to see that more here on the Ultraman. So it's pretty cool. Posing wise, he's pretty great. He has some new tricks thrown in so he can do his agile poses. So you can play around with him just like, again, in the show. How he has more of a flexible ability. In the box they display how you can really switch up his poses so he's more of a better kicker, doing his martial arts pose, etc. Right now I have him in a pose that's reminiscent of after when he throws the Spiral Parade, but you know, carrying the sword, because I thought that would look cool. The Chalcedonite sword's also a very cool addition to this whole thing. But yeah, no, I think the only thing that I found bizarre was his neck. Apparently he has this thing where he can like look upwards a bit better than usual Ultra Figuarts, but the way it's engineered is just really bizarre. So yeah, no, it's kind of weird, let's see if they'll do the same thing for Arc, the recently released, recently announced Ultraman. You know, let's see how well they'll do with his Figuarts. Although I fear that we're just gonna go back to basic level ones, kind of like Decker and Trigger and Taiga, because you know the design of Arc, if you've seen it, is more simpler. But yeah, no, nothing really else to say about Blazar. He doesn't really have a gimmick, much like in the show as well. More of a out there gimmick in terms of implementing it in the toy. He's a really great standard release, and I'm glad that I got these guys together. But before we end, I guess we should do some comparisons, because you guys like that, and I haven't done them in a while. So here they are next to the Seiho Ultraman and the recently released Orb. Now again, for comparison, I think this new Orb is going to be kind of our new starting comparison point. Or maybe Blazar, I don't know. You know, as you can see, they size up really well. Not surprising, you know, they just look really great together. And here they are next to the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2000, you know, the holy grail we always use for comparisons. Let's turn on the fly so you can get to see the details of these characters a bit better. You know, Godzilla. Wow. And yeah, no, I definitely would recommend kind of getting a deal for these guys if you really want to get the full Blazar collection up to this point. Just get them in a bundle together. I got these guys for around, I think like 40 or 50. I don't know how the translation is into dollars, but in yen it was 11,000 yen total. But I used a coupon that made it go down to 9,800. It would have been 9,000 just, but you know, the buy fees add into it, so whatever. Otherwise, good pricing for them. And like I said, you really don't want to miss out on these guys. Turning on the flash on them again. And yeah, thanks for watching. Nothing else really to say. Just